Are we live? I don't know. Checking the channel for my own video. Should be going. Yeah, there we go. Okie dokie. So we can bring that up so that perhaps we can get the chat going. There we go. Place that in the corner. This is Lame Jam 52 with me, the guy doing the jam right now. I slept like shit. This is stream 5. We have 1 day, 16 hours, 0 minutes, and 35 seconds remaining. We've also got a lot of dropped frames and bad signal, it says. This should be where I get good reception. We'll move the phone over there, see if it improves. Looks like we're getting, well, I don't know, it was green for a second, now it's red again. Whatever. Not a lot I can do about that. Run that little script that helps with my mobile hotspot. Just did a new banner for the stream that is relevant to the game itself. I suppose I will drop a link in the Jams Discord. Cha-cha-cha-cha. Okie dokie, fellas. Stream 5 starting up. Pow. Okie dokie. And I suppose at this point it would be prudent to show what we have. I actually do have, although it's hidden, I do have a submission in here currently. The game's name is Frog Out, and this isn't public yet. But I can show you what we got, and in the background we'll start launching Unity. So it's very simple, and I've set it up so that there will also be mobile controls. I do need to probably kind of smooth that a little bit, but I know I've sent it to like my brother and his wife, and oftentimes when it's a PC thing, only it takes them like a long time to get to trying something out, right? Whereas when it's on the phone, anybody can play it really quickly. So we've got these on-screen controls, and essentially you are a little frog guy. You jump. You can then end your turn, allowing the walls to close in because the theme of the jam is no more room. And then that gives us another jump charge, so we can jump again. And of course, the goal is to get to this goal over here. We're almost there. Ta-da. And then right now it just resets to level 1, of course. You can also do a little double jump if you skip your turn. And spikes will kill you, of course. And if you just wait and you let the walls close in on you, eventually, obviously this level's pretty forgiving, but it's the first level, right? Crunch, and the frog's dead, and we reset again. And so yeah, that's what we've got thus far. And I mean, effectively, like that's the core game loop, right? So arguably there's not really much more to do besides just kind of make a bunch of levels. I think, there is the main part of the game really is going to be I think the fun comes from two things primarily is haha floppy frog funny, um, but also you know I think there will be I hope I can make some good levels that provide some actual enjoyment and fun and thrills. Um, Figuring things out. There's maybe a couple more features that I can add still, but none of them will take very long to code. Like uh, a mover that's not the wall, for instance, might be a really fun little addition. I do need to do a hey, how you doing, Macron? Yeah, stream 5 because I think what works for me is I tend to do like an hour, maybe an hour and a half on, and then I feel like I need a little break, and so when you do that for a whole day, it kind of like adds up pretty quick to stream numbers. So what you can see here is I also need to add out of bounds um, kill stuff so that if you ever do end up just, falling off the edge forever, you don't have to reload the page to restart. Okie dokie. So I'm good. I just like I couldn't sleep last night. Um, so I feel funky, but I don't know. It's uh, but I think I can finish in time, or I mean, the core loop's good. Um, yeah, I that's a good idea too. Yeah, and I might add some physics objects because I mean that would be wicked simple to implement too because you can already see I'm sure you've noticed the frog is something of a physics object and he can get pushed, um, and so yeah, all I have to do is just make one of the levels can have some rigid bodies, um, and then yeah, this one I think like the point of this level is basically just like um, you can't move straight, so players have to learn by doing that, you rotate the camera and change the jump direction. So it's kind of like built-in tutorial. I don't know that it's like um, even a complicated enough game to kind of need a tutorial like that, right? But yeah. And then of course I've got some spikes there too, just to demonstrate to players right away, like, hey, you don't want to land on these. Um, but yeah, oh my nose. Okie dokie. So, and you can see some other people have already also submitted some, if not finished games, beginning stuff there. Um, and I think at this point, because I haven't added another level yet, because I wanted to kind of get my basic like prefab structure going, right? Um, that I can then just pop into every level. Ugh, my nose. Excuse me. Um, and I think it's pretty much set. Hey, Polycube. Hey, Nova Arc. Um, yeah, I totally agree. And I think I want to have like, because it's like half real time, half churn based. I want to have like some real time moving stuff too, so that you have to actually like plan your jump around it too. Polycube says truck tour. So let's see. OBS, full webcam, turn off the background. Here we are. There's the window to the cab. There's my back door slash front door. Oy. Let's see. We can put on my flip-flops and hop on out here. You can see I've got a tarp up right now still. Here's the outside of the vehicle. And there's the front of the truck. There's the view. There's the other view. There's my solar panels. This is 100% green game dev right here. Just working off of the sun. Yeah, that's the truck situation. I do pull-ups over there right now at this campsite. Alrighty. There's my water gallon out here. I keep I have 2 5-gallon water jugs that I keep with me. And bottles. Dokey. Ugh, my nose though. And oh yeah, here's there's where I've been sitting to work on the game mostly. And this is my fridge freezer down here. There's my battery. My phone's up here for good reception. And yeah. Oh god, my nose. Every time I sleep funky, my nose is just like a mess in the morning. Okie dokie. So, yeah, just lounging on the fridge. It very much dominated my interior design because it, once I put it in, then that's like, well, if it's going to be part of the bed platform, everything else has to be 19 inches high as well, right? So that I can sleep flat mostly. And you know, this is my bed, but it's kind of like folded up into a couch sofa thingy right now. So when I go to sleep, I just loosen the ratchet strap there, and then I can pull it out. And I have like you probably can't really see it, but there's 2 plywood boards down there. So I pull out the top one, and that lets me kind of like extend the platform, so I'm not just like sleeping on a hanging floppy mattress. And yeah. So let's see. Bum bum. Oh god, my nose. So I think oh yeah, we need the canvas, and everything else is kind of like whatever. So we're just gonna name this main gameplay, and then once that's a prefab, we should just be able to drop that into any scene, and it should work lickety split. Oh, I guess I should also. Okay, well, oh, I can't do that. Maybe I can do that. There, just apply that to the prefab so that we always have the goal object too. I guess we need the event system also, probably. So we'll also apply that prefab there. And then if we turn that off, all we're left with is just basic level junk. I was thinking, because, I did this, like, basic little texture thingamabob that we're using currently yesterday, just really quick. And one, I could probably get away with making that lower resolution, which is, always a nice thing to do for mobile and web. And I reckon, I don't know that I want the whole game to be like that, though, Also, that was just to have a banner for the itch.io page. We don't need that saved. And then this already has crunch compression, so we're fine there. Cool. I think goal icon compressed too. Cool. All right. Optimizations in order. So yeah, I was thinking maybe I'd like transition to a more natural phase or stage after this. But on the other hand, keeping it just like this is kind of like good for just the real simplicity of like, here's the game and the levels and what's going on, right? Yeah. I don't know. Let's just start pumping out levels. So this one here, just drag and drop our main gameplay in there. Beautiful. Hide our... I know there's a way to, there we go. Yeah, just in the window here, you can hide UI stuff so that your canvas doesn't just like take up the whole screen. All right, and now I guess we can kind of just get to work on this. So this level won't be terrifically different in appearance to the first level, but we'll get a bunch of gameplay puzzle variety here. We'll go ahead and drag our player back a good chunk. Also, yeah, will this work okay like that? Okay, cool. Yeah, already fine there. We'll probably need to, let's select our left and right walls. Here, we'll just drag their like back portions over here. That'll be fine. A little janky maybe, but it's all good. I also want to have a little cavern on this one too. I think that would be neat. Or a chasm. So we'll just flip these around. And actually, yeah, we won't have this be like crazy deep, but we will fill it with spikes. So if the player, oh, ooh, spike prefab might be a little wacky. What's going on there? that collider is supposed to be twice the size that it is. There we go. Okay. And we'll also just scale up the prefab to make it look nicer. There we go. Nice and dangerous. Pop into the game. Ooh, can we even make that jump? That might be too much. I mean, obviously we can if we do a double jump, right? Like so. But I don't know that I want to rely on that so much as a feature. Let's just move this over slightly, like that maybe. I wonder if we can see the spikes still from the normal camera angle. Because, you know, we're still early in the game. We don't want to be, like, too cruel, right? There we go. Just barely make it. I wonder if we can make it to the end here. Uh-oh. It's getting close. Oh, and once you get to that point, they don't work no more. So we can move our walls out a little bit too. Let's go with negative 12, 11, 12, 12. Oof, excuse me. Okay. And then we'll put a rigid body on this one. For doing Macrellan's idea. Okay. And we'll see how that works out. So they get squeezed. And then I'll do a double jump. Yeah, those double jumps get you far, dude. I'm curious what happens. Yeah, that's what I was thinking was like, I might, I was thinking I'd do like some really basic kind of this kind of level. And then maybe I'd have like a point, and I don't know if I do have time for it, but a point where like the lab artifice kind of breaks down and we start doing some more natural stuff. Crunch, crunch, crunch. Let's see. Ooh, just barely made that. Oh, that's beautiful. Um, mm-hmm. Okay, we can actually complete this one now. Let's go ahead and set the goal next level to this. Actually, we need to change our entire build index too. Um, Eventually, we'll, shucks, you know what? We better actually, because I started on the main menu, um, which is where I got, it's stupid. Just got the frog hanging from there. I was thinking I'd make it a branch eventually or something, but, um, I don't know. It looks really funky. Um, the, maybe I'll like, maybe once I add movers, I'll add something to just like smacks him occasionally because he's just kind of hanging. I don't know. Anywho, open scene list and add open scenes, and then main menu needs to be build index 1. Okay. And then I suppose we need to just make a really quick button here to play the game. Let's see. Button, button, button. There we go. Play. And we'll anchor at to the top left. Oh, because I'm on the text. Okay, there we go. Alrighty. And then position X and Y. Actually, I guess maybe we should just go to the right middle there. 60, 70, 120, 200, no, 160, yeah, 160 looks fine. And then we'll make it a big fat button. Because that's mobile friendly, y'all. There we go. And eventually, maybe I change the button icons too, but whatever. For now, all we need is we'll just do a menu, new script. Oh, I don't have my thingy that keeps my laptop from burning my legs. There we go. That'll be more cozy. All right. Da 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 da. Okay. Oh, that's weird. Okay. Whatever. Strange error that has something to do with Android. Oh no. Yeah, no, something funky's going on with Visual Studio. We don't have IntelliSense. Let's restart that. Officially, Visual Studio isn't actually supported on Macs anymore. So I consider myself lucky that it still works on here. There we go. Public void. Ta-da! And then there we go. And let's see. That is indeed correct. So we'll just super duper quickly play and test our button. Click play, and we're on the first level. Cool. And then let's go to that first level and make sure that the goal takes us to the next level. Now, then I suppose we may as well quickly cheat our way through this level to check, and we are indeed at the very next level. Excellent. All right, which then just takes us back to the first level right now, but we'll fix it later. Cool. And on level 1, let's just go ahead and we'll change the goal to take us to the main menu for now, and let's like apply that to the prefab so they all do that, I guess. I don't know if that's unwise, whatever. And then let's copy all of these planes and just duplicate it like so. Right, that is a loud bug. Jesus. And let's see. Okay. So the player will always die there if they just try to go straight. I don't feel great about how that flows. And maybe this is just like, I don't know, invalidating our first obstacle, right? But we put him a little bit further. Oh shit. Let's see. There was like a weird bug on, or jitter on that first one, so I don't know if it's okay. Yeah, no, he'll always die then. But if we pull him back slightly, maybe we can line him up so that he starts on a good thing. There we go. Yeah, that lines him up perfectly for the jump. I like that. Okay. Because it's still, early on introducing players to like there can be chasms, right? And you can jump over it. This would be less funky in more software. Um, let's see. I see a comment. Um, yeah, I agree with you. It definitely will be lame if they can go straight or forward the whole time, and that's why the first level has that one block right there. I think just for the level 2 obstacle, um, I don't know. I think it could be. I don't know. I feel like I should be kind of easy on them at the start, but maybe I'm wrong about that. Um, or what I could do. Uh, I don't know. You do have a point. And you're probably right. I mean, I shouldn't necessarily like assume the players not gonna be able to, figure it out this early. Um, yeah, well, I'm hoping I can pump out like quite a few levels. I was also considering like maybe, I know I say this every game jam, maybe setting up some kind of procedural level generation too. Um, but yeah, I should I should assume that the player is competent enough to navigate around this, even though it's early on in the game. And I'm also going to make them start a little offset, and I'm going to add another straight obstacle too to just mess with them. That way, because I think what was bothering me about it was the feeling that you really could just go straight, but not actually being able to go straight there. With it kind of like looking, it felt like I was like, I don't know, messing with them, having it look like it could be a straight path. But if I have a clear obstacle here, oh, rock on, dude. I'll be, you know, on and off pretty much all day. Um, at some point, I gotta eat too. But I largely have nothing else to do, right? So I'll start streaming eventually. Um, but yeah, I'll catch you later, brother. Okay, let's see. Also, ooh, oh, that's almost like a good puzzle thing too, isn't it? Dude. Oh, I could make those like slot into that size. That would be really cool. Um, maybe. Well, what if we do like that? And then you could knock them down and you could like make a little bridge out of it. That's a cool mechanic to introduce too. We might have to make them higher mass for them to be stable for you to actually do stuff with. I also kind of dig just like tossing it over and it being fine as well. Um, no, we'll add a bit of mass to those. Oh, that was so close. Oh my God, he's like hanging over the edge. Um, there we go. Cool. Um, then we can keep going. Yeah, I that was a good suggestion with those physics boxes. Because that'll make this game just really dynamic and sweet. I'm gonna add these like everywhere, dude. It's gonna be so many rigid bodies now. Okay, I want to do a super jump and hit those. Oh no. Oh, you could like potentially really screw yourself over like that too, huh? That's cool. Oh, this level is actually kind of hard now. Okay, but definitely completable. Cool. I can dig it. I can dig it. Um, we'll make these ones weigh a little less. Is that guess that might be like asshole development to have something visually look the same but way less. Um, I just like the idea of you being able to like really knock them though. Whee! Nice. Um, cool. Yeah, I can dig that. We'll add maybe we ought to add some spikes to this one too. I could put spikes on the sides of these. That would be kind of cool. These should probably actually weigh something also. At least 10 if those ones weigh 10. Yeah, we'll just like toss some super random spikes around. Oh man. Yeah, I haven't actually tested this route yet. Sweet. Okay. Yeah, and I mean that's like level 2 banged out, right? Cool. Yeah, maybe now I could make a more natural looking level. Um Ooh, you know what might be fun is if I had like a natural looking level and it had a stream in it that like pushed the player. That could be really cool. Okay. We'll have to transition our whatchamacallits, our stuff. Eh, nose hairs. We'll have to, yeah. Um, I mean, first, I suppose I'll have to make a thingy, some natural materials. Um, let's see. Wow. How long has the stream been so far? We're probably coming up on like an hour, right? Might be worth yeah, okay, we're near an hour. We're not quite at an hour. So I'll see what I can get done really quick. And then we'll go walk around or something for a bit. Keep the mind fresh. So back into Unity. We'll make a new seed. How's the phone charge doing? Phone is at 80% and charging's on hold because it's too hot. So let's charge the laptop instead, or at least have it plugged into power. Okay. Main gameplay. So let's get rid of that main camera there first. Then we can drop this in. And then call this level 2. I guess all of my levels are kind of named improperly, but whatever. Okay. Okie dokie. Just zoning out. But you know, think about how I want to do shit. Um, so first off, yeah, we'll just probably just draw them. I mean, maybe I could probably uh pull some recent images for some ground textures or something. I don't know. Yeah. Okay. Well, anyways, for starters, let's just we're gonna do this negotiator style level 2. Or we'll rename that nature shift. Nature shift level. There we go. Alright, and then this is where shit's gonna get cool. So first off, we will start with a plane like we've got before. Let's set it consistently to 5, like so that it really does feel like it's coming from our old area. I thought I saved this. Why is it a cube? And then let's kind of, you know, grid tile. Come on, Blender. Jesus. I guess we could probably close Visual Studio while we're doing Blender. Maybe that'll help. The signal. The other ones are probably useful to keep open for the stream. Okay, so grid tile. And just slap that on there. And I guess we'll make it 20 by 20. Apply that scale, save, re-import. Yeah, that's about right. And then we want to snap that off a fair amount. Like so. Cool. Oh, I see. Okay, well, once we get going, that'll be fine. So this is gonna be, we'll make a new texture, natural ground, and this is where we're gonna start getting froggy with it. Feel me? Ain't nobody watching. Come on, apply the modifier. And yeah, we'll start experimenting with a little bit of noise here and there. Let's go ahead, we'll just select those vertices and hide them so that we don't accidentally mess them up. And then we can start ronking around here. That's the technical term. Maybe I should just listen to that song that I keep playing in my head. So yeah, the challenge here, I suppose, is really going to be navigating bumpiness, right? That should be neat. Should I shade smooth that? I don't know. I think I don't want to do actual grass because I think that's going to like really get in the way, frankly. So I think I'm gonna decimate this to get a cooler, low poly, triangular look and stuff. I'm also going to unhide those, and I'm gonna kind of like drag this over a bit, and then we'll turn off proportional editing for this. We don't want any of these, of course, to like actually clip, but we do want it to look like nature's battling our little like, grid area, right? Cool. Let's go ahead and check that out in game. Ooh, gotta love those mismatch things. Okay, apparently we need to rotate that 180 degrees. Alexa, Jeff, we will bring the player back quite a bit. And then for, obviously, there's no rig on here, so shoe. For materials, we actually want to override grid tile with grid tile. Cool. And then we need to really make a ground material. Which I guess for now, ooh, if it's green, we can't see the frog, can we? If it's a really dark green, it would be okay. Probably. Let's find out. Okay. Yeah, I mean, that's gotta be fine, right? hopefully. Add a mesh collider there. And I think you can also get away with mesh colliders for flat planes. I think just come with mesh colliders, right? I don't know. Oh no. Why? Oh. Oh. What? Okay. Oops. Because it wasn't on the mesh. Okay. There you go. Jesus. No, 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 no. Yeah, I think that's what, Vivaldi Summer that's stuck in my head. Is that public domain? I could just play it. I could also just play any music through my headphones and my phone without getting a copyright strike. Okay, cool. So that level is completable. Um, let's add open scenes. Beautiful. Oh shit, did I not put this in the scenes? God damn it. There. I hope that's okay. And that's fine for the build. Okay, cool. Yeah, seems fine. Let's go ahead and pull the roughness down on that, because, you know, it's like, it ain't shit. It's cool. Oh, shit. I guess I meant to make it high. Um, okay. Yeah, that's good. And I think it's dark enough that we can really tell, you know? Oh, shit. Okay. Phew. Um, I also need to go into my main gameplay prefab. And we don't have to like make it like let's unpack this prefab. Prefab unpack. And then we're gonna delete the visuals here. And then we just want to drag this way down. Negative 40, we'll say. Maybe negative 50, I don't know. And we're going to make, oops, we'll say 5 and 100. Let's say 512 by 512. There we go. So we've got, you know, that should be bigger than any level. Boundary kill. There we go. And so that should if we turn around and we jump off, then we die eventually and the level resets, right? Yeah, there we go. Cool. Let's make it a trigger so that we keep falling though. Huh. Doesn't seem like that worked, but whatever. Oh, because I did it in the prefab, but the scene was already loaded, maybe? No, 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 no. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. There we go. Cool. Easy peasy. Um, and that'll work on all of the other scenes too. And now we can work also on maybe. I mean, I'm kind of fine with this level transition, frankly. Though I don't know, it's a boring level that serves no purpose other than to be like, hey, look, it's a different thing now, right? Um, wonder if we can actually even finish this now that we added those spikes. Oh shit. Shit. Oh no. Too tight. Um, let's bring these out to 11. We'll say 12. Uh, well, yeah, I want some leeway to like make the level interesting too, you know? Um, just follow the active quad there. Okay. Boy, my computer is not happy right now. Maybe we just close Blender for a second. That should help a lot. Cool. Okay. Um, yeah. All right. It's probably okay for now. Um, like I might want to adjust that material later, I guess. Let's just make a new material called grass. And we'll do the old classic on-demand remap trick for that. Grass, like so. Um, we'll pop that on there. Yes, save. Go on. And then obviously smoothness like 0. And we'll pop up Affinity Photo really quick, and we can knock out something that's like more visually interesting than what we have currently for the grass, but that, like, tiles fine and stuff. Um, we'll just make it, we don't really need it like high poly, but again, just like I was saying yesterday, sometimes it's nice to, or not high poly, I mean high pixel. Sometimes it's really nice to just like set something up in a way you can scale down easily. It's harder to scale up, right? And then we've still got these splatter brushes selected. Oh, come on. There we go. And then let's change this one to be a little bit more yellow and a little bit brighter. And heck, let's change this one to basically be brown. Oops. Oh no, shit. Oh well. Then we can start selecting brushes. And we could do the sprays. I think it might be nice to, I don't know. That's actually kind of cool. We don't want it to be terribly busy, you know? What's all that? Oh, well, golly, that one kind of just works already, doesn't it? Yeah, no, I'm kind of down with that, actually. Okay. And then let's just do filter. Gosh. Oh, what's it called in this program? Is it in document maybe? Hmm, I don't know. I mean, it's possible that this is just kind of like noisy enough already that it'll just be fine. So I'm probably just gonna leave it like that. Um, Grass. Save. And then we'll just save it again as an actual PNG. Because, like, I'm probably also gonna crunch it down to even lower resolution anyways, right? Um, oh dear. Oh, okay, because of that. Cool. But then we do that and it's okay. And then we also have to go into Blender again. And we need to re-UV that. Just unwrap like so. And then I suppose we can probably safely assume we're going to want this material to, tile some, right? I don't know how much. Ooh, that is not good tiling, though. Yeah, I don't know. I miss Photoshop. Yeah, what would it be called in this? I mean, I can do it like the really old style way. But that's such a pain in the butt. Come on. Let's close Blender. Okay, so just duplicate it. Come on, shoot. There we go. Duplicate it and invert like so. And then we'll use a kind of, maybe not that one. We'll use an acrylic brush. And we'll kind of, erase that side. Not too much, not to that degree that we're doing, because obviously that looks like shit. Down, oops. And then do that. And just kind of get that in. There we go. That should tile better. Yeah. Grass.png, replace. Check it out in Unity again. Let's see, that should be refreshed, right? Let's also just copy that, and let's make a normal map out of it using grayscale. And apply. Also crunch compression. There we go. And then like 10 by 10 is too much, obviously, but like 3 by 3 is kind of fine. The normal map is, of course, also way too much right now, but something more subtle like that, I think we could get away with. Or like half is kind of okay. Yeah. There we go, and then that won't look too bad. There we go. Cool. Can close Affinity Photo, open back up Lynda. And let's see. Just kind of knock out some trees really quick. Yeah, well, we'll just join those. That'll be fine. They don't have to be the prettiest trees. There we go. That's a funky ingon. We'll just triangulate that real quick. Ding dong dong. Actually, that would be better going up there. Yeah. Cool. And then, let's see. We want to basically do, I don't know, like, yeah, what kind of tree exactly are we going for here? I'm thinking about like weeping willows or something of the like. place. Hey man, how you doing? Let's see. I will show you in just a second. Um, Oof, is that terrible? That's a little terrible. Let's go and do like ta-ta. Now it's natural because it's not on a grid. Tree. We'll put this in general level. Tree one. Obviously it's not done. It needs the stuffs. So here's that nature transition level I was talking about, where we start to get away from kind of like our vaguely lab scene. Um, we get onto some grass, which is in a way its own little puzzle to navigate. It's all bumpy and uneven and shit, right? Ooh, steak. That sounds good. There we go. I wouldn't mind fresher food. Been doing canned food this whole trip. Um, for at least for meat, I've been doing canned meats. Um, I've considered buying a real steak at the grocery store, but like the prices now are just ridiculous. It's like $34 for a pound on some of these cuts, and it's just like, dude, who the fuck can afford that? You know, it's absurd. Um, let's see. Maybe we can pop some spikes over here too. Actually, yeah, because I'm like worried about that little spot. Let's just cover it in spikes. There we go. And we can maybe like, I don't know, put one. Let's see, what's the key for that? There's a shortcut to like make things go on top of other things, but I don't remember what it is. Um, do something like that. Okie dokie. So let's go back here, and then we're gonna need to make a custom texture again. Bum bum bum. Yeah. Yeah, it's like at the grocery stores now, I feel like I used to be able to get um like the manager specials, you know, sometimes they'd be like a good chunk off, but it's like $2 off. And it's like, well, $2 off this thing that's like $20 ain't shit. Uh yeah, whenever I'm on the Mac, I it's all I got on here right now, so it's there's nothing like wrong with Affinity Photo except that all the hotkeys are different, and that drives me a little crazy. And occasionally, like, you know, there is a feature that I miss from Photoshop. Um, but it's you know, it's a fine program generally. It gets the job done, you know. It's like ultimately what I need is just brushes, right? Yeah, you know what? These are like all way too straight right now. Let's also set up its separate alternate color. Then we can kind of like dunk and dunk. I do want to, um, yeah, I got some like normal map thingy that I can just pop on. And if I delete that, and then I think, what is it? I don't remember how it works. It's some like special filter that somebody made though. That it works. I don't remember how. It's been so long, but yeah, you can do normal maps, and also you can technically always draw them manually too. Um, but that's a nightmare. And then, if you're not aware, also Unity has a built-in normal map maker too. I'm doing it too straight again, aren't I? Um, there we go. I mean, they don't shouldn't be like too not straight either, but um, wait, what to which part? Do you the Unity built-in normal maps? Because I can show you that really quick. The I actually I just did it a moment ago on the stream. If you go to textures here, I just duplicated my grass and then set texture type to normal map and then create from grayscale. And that's how I did the normals for the grass here. And this might be me. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Yeah, I mean, keep in mind I am in bumfuck nowhere too. On a cell phone connection. That's good enough. Weeping willow moss stuff. And then save the PNG proper. Ta-da. And then hop on over to Blender. And heck, we'll make it easy on ourselves, huh? Let's just select these guys and separate. And you know what? You should actually be smaller at the end there. That's part of why it's looking funky. These guys. And Shift-D, separate. And then finally, these guys. Yeah, we're two guys, both on cell phones. I think, according to OBS, oh, it's got the time down here too. That's cool. I've got like compared to my last stream, I think this one's actually like doing a little bit better. Or I mean the last streaming place of mine. Ugh. But yeah, that's not saying much. Because I think the latency I had this thingy mabob was like yellow and red the whole time when I streamed the last Lame Jam is what I'm trying to say. Alrighty, so get these and just drag them on down. And should we do individual? Oh no, I missed a corner. There we go. Dunk. Active element. Maybe. Yeah, we'll just. Oh, what? I missed one over here too. God damn it. Okay. Don't know how I jacked that up so bad. Anyways. better, bang, bong, bing, like so. Leaves. We'll just call them leaves. I don't know if they count as leaves, but we'll just call them leaves. Okay, so all of y'all's should really have Pinwheel of Death. There we go. Should really have nah. New material. Then let's link material, leaves, and then go into our shading and open. Weeping Willow Moss stuff. And we also need the alpha to go to the alpha. And then we'll probably want to do this like individually, I guess. We should do it in the, you know, over here too. Okay. Same DMEs. Oh, we don't want it to extend too far like that. Although it's also a jam game and nobody's gonna notice. Yeah, why is it splitting like that? That doesn't make sense. Because you are all one thing. So let's reset, and we're gonna grab a top guy here, and we will follow active quads. And of course, looks terrible right now. Let's grab this guy instead. And then we'll follow active quads off of him. You know, it's probably a combination of my Wi-Fi and my just computer not really being super up to the task. Oh God, what is going on here? Jesus, okay. Yeah, okay. That's whack. That's so whack. Cause it's actually kind of laggy for me because I have so many like 3D applications open and stuff right now. So I imagine when you like combine that also with, just squeeze that down, with like OBS trying to stream stuff out, that probably isn't like the best combo, you know? There we go. Let's see. Cha-cha-cha. And just bring them out some. Like so. And then, yeah, you should come out too. And then this side also really needs to come out. There we go. And all three of these should be shaded smooth, probably, even if we don't shade smooth our kind of low poly tree base. Cool. Cool. And then we'll just give you like a dark brown texture, maximum roughness. All right, we can save. This is the newer one, but it's at this point it is like 5 years old, and it's only ever had 8 gigabytes of RAM, which is not heaps. Uh, so yeah, that's part of it too, I'm sure. It can do a lot, and it's better when I'm not streaming, of course, too. Um, I think I do think subdivision modifier for the Leafs would probably be like nice, but like um, in the interest of low poly, it's probably fine without it. Um, so yeah, bada bing, bada boom. There's a little tree. Um, it's good enough. Let's go ahead and I guess just bring it up in the file, um, like so, and then we can set the origin to 3D cursor there, and then we can parent all of these to the tree. Yeah, it's like, because I'm pretty good at optimizing stuff, so it's like not terrible just using Blender, but I can't like optimize the intensity of running OBS at the same time, right? Um, as well as, Unity, Affinity, OBS, Blender. Um, I can kind of get away with it off stream, but it's a little rougher on stream, I think. Apply. And let's see how this looks. Ooh, that's big. That's real big. Also, I guess we're gonna have to kind of like do a thingy for it, you know? You know what I'm trying to say? We need to unpack its materials so that we can add alpha clipping to the leaves. There we go. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. Then we can drop some of these bad boys outside. Oh, we also want to have double-sided leaves. And then we also need to be cognizant of the fact that these could kind of get in the way of the camera potentially too. But like with our sort of top-down angle, that should probably be enough. It's enough trees to sell like, hey, we're out in swamp territory now. There we go. Cool. All right. And yeah, all right. So that is our shift to nature. I'll have to probably figure out a new wall system, like not system, but like visual for the walls. um because the orange bars aren't really gonna make sense anymore. I was thinking maybe I'd do something that's just like stone, or maybe they'll just be like transparent force fields or some shit. I don't know. Um, but yeah, it might be worth calling it quits now so that I can stretch my neck side. Um, looks like we got a little bit of clouds. Um, whee. All right. Whew. Yeah, I think they're okay. You know what we ought to do too, just for them shits and giggles, is make a normal map version 2 really quick. We'll make that a bit more smooth though, and probably don't need the full-on bumpiness. Um, oops, wrong one. Okay, maybe actually we want more of that bumpiness. Um, here, because we're not really getting too much. Yeah, there we go. That's not too bad. Um, cool. Fibula. Yeah, all right. And then before I forget, let's go back to this level and make sure that the um, goal sends us to the next level. Right, good. Okay. And then let's just try it out from main menu. Yeah, I'm getting kind of hungry too, aren't I? All right, so jump, 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 and jump, jump. Get over the chasm. Whee! Okay, and then, yeah, this is the third level. And this one should take us back to the main menu. There we go. Excellent. Okay. Um, at this point, we could probably make a new build. Um, let's see. How long we got? 1 day, 14 hours, 22 minutes. Cool. Um, oh yeah, cliffs or waterfalls. Um, oh, fast growing trees. I saw that like down in the corner, but I like thought you were just saying that the trees grew fast for some reason. But now it makes sense after reading cliffs or waterfalls above it. Yeah, they could be like springy. I was thinking to do like some ancient stone stuff or something. Um, I don't know, or maybe even just, putting I can put still sort of the lab equipment type shit out in the wilderness too. Like it might be anachronistic, but it's also a game jam. So I don't know. Let's see. I am hungry. Uh, and it's been 1 hour 40 minutes. Uh, fast growing stones, yeah. Um, Those were so popular in my GM2K game. Alrighty. I'm gonna go eat some breakfast. Got some leftover rice from yesterday. I'll like mix it with some chicken, make some teriyaki chicken type deal or something. Uh, thanks for tuning in. Catch you on the